And yeah, that's why I did a friend
Yeah.
said hello in French because like this song is really French.
This is really friends.
Yeah, I mean I think it's kind of obvious who picked this warm up.
I mean, this is I can only see CharlisMadCut being one of the French players, so I assume this would be his warm up.
And the charter as well is a player in this tournament as well, Pole Fortif, but I don't think we're going to be seeing them this weekend due to some circumstances. As it stands, they will be winning their match by default. It would have been scheduled at the 19 UTC block, but as it stands, I think that one won't happen. But anyways, I think knowing the charter, this looks like something we'd actually use as an Ellen release pick.
Yeah. It would be usable if in the context of tournament, maybe. I don't know, maybe not in that OD, but OD3 is definitely too low.
OD3 is too low, yeah. This look like the structure is pretty simple. So, and I think I guess this might be something that we can look at like maybe later at LN1. But again,
Oh
like
yeah.
the low OD might be just giving us some, maybe just giving us an illusion of what's going to happen later.
Oh
All
yeah,
these
maybe.
players have like
Yeah.
pretty close accuracies actually.
I mean, I guess in the intro it was pretty similar, but actually CharlisMadCut definitely the proficient one that you can actually gain a lot more as time progresses actually.
We're seeing that right here as CharlisMadCut is just hovering around that 99.7
Oh, it's actually kind of
and
hitting dead start in the middle.
yeah, it is. The vocals being charted as doubles.
Kind of scared of what happens at the ending because it's already the last quarter. The score is actually kind of low for Alan
It
like this.
is, yeah.
Oh wow!
Oh, there
Look
you
at that.
go. There you go. Uh, that's something I definitely put in my charts.
Oh boy.
I like the layering here.
Mm.
Pretty delicious.
Right, I think that should be fine-ish for the warm-up. I'm assuming probably the ending is does have something
Yeah, this good. Ooh, Maxus
yeah
is finding
like
the drop
like
at the
that's
end
some
there.
like that's something being amiss actually.
Yeah. But I think
Actually,
that's
yeah, it's okay.
mhm.
Go on.
I mean, that's a pretty good warm up. I mean, I think it's going to
Oh
be a prelude on. Ooh,
look at that. Actually, I mean, almost exact similar on the terms of ratio. So maybe the Allen War is gonna be interesting.
we'll see though, because the Olympics are going to be on the higher OD side. But considering the ratios between these two players, I think it wouldn't really matter that much. We'll have to see. Anyways, about to go to the roles here because as far as I know, this is the only warm up that these two players will be playing this for this match.
We will see what the roles actually for these players. I'm kind of assuming that these players want to keep the LNs because I think that would be interesting enough. So probably the other rise would be like the bands or something like that. CharlisMadCut not to a good start on the roll.
We'll have to see. And Maxus is
Oh, even
oh
lower.
oh no oh no. Like when you say fortune and then you get 13, I don't think that's a good sign.
Hmm. This is even lower than
Hmm,
already 32.
hopefully it's not a premonition. Hopefully this is not a sign of of things to come for Maxus though, because we want close matches this round.
Well, I mean, we got some closer ones before. I mean, in like yesterday or something like that. Like it's like around like one tiebreaker. I believe it was like in a tight situation where tiebreaker play is actually stressful. There's also a close one, which is like 4-2, which is also very close. Looks like Max is gonna be banning the speedier ones, the Kimono Princess in this case.
Not surprised because it's possibly one of the harder picks in this pool. And Penguin as well. Getting two of the
No,
harder picks in the pool actually.
no more popular-ish songs to get. I mean, we got Shinjuku, which
Yeah.
I guess that's also popular.
Shinjuku is actually funny enough. Like I don't think I've seen Shinjuku too much. For on stream at least. But
I
but
guess
interesting to
Yeah, I guess we've seen Shinjuku in like what Potassium and Rhymus with
Rise
that,
again.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. I think my memory is starting to fail me, but there's like the previous match as well where Shinjuku was actually selected and it was pretty close between both the players. Anyways, they are taking their time here
Terrasphere.
and they're Terrasphere as the first pick. Interesting. I guess I'm probably basing it off what Maxus ended up banning.
Yeah.
Arguably one of the hardest picks in this pool, depending on what kind of player you are.
I mean, I guess in this case, it's just more so how the denser the patterns are, not necessarily faster. It's just kind of dense.
Yeah. Anyways, here we go. First pick in this match. Hopefully, unlike the previous few matches, the laser client would actually count the scores properly this time, so that we don't need to break client reset. Anyways, here we go.
Alright, we'll see what happens if these pairs can handle double stare-ish patterns in the last third or something like that.
Both players scary. Actually, CharlisMadCut with the slight. Actually, not even a slight. That's a pretty significant advantage lead here with 99 point, with a mid 99.8 here. Max is kind of dropping that act, dropping dropping a lot of 200s actually on that stair.
I see a lot of hit concentration on Maxus is kind of like it's on the earlier side, so there's some inconsistent early 200s.
But Maxus is slowly gaining back their accuracy, hopefully bringing that back to. Ooh, never mind. That double stair, dropping Maxus's accuracy to 99.5. CharlisMadCut, on the other hand, just being consistent here. As I said, that they dropped to 99.6.
Yeah, just chilling.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of breathing room. That's a lot of breathing room, pretty much.
Yeah, one miss could still be almost entirely the same score difference because Maxus continued to drop some few because of the earlier hits.
Maxus finding the first drop of the match here, which is not a good sign. As we enter the final third of the chart, where the patterning just remains consistent, really. Both these players just need to be pretty comfortable with whatever setup they are currently in.
Yeah, I just don't
CharlisMadCut.
think... It just seems to be the score difference is way too big right now. I just already running the second drop now.
Yeah, I don't think, unless like we see some massive meltdown here from CharlisMadCut, I don't think Maxus is going to be catching on this one. But I think I think the density here has been quite of a problem here for Maxus at least. But but the rest of the picks shouldn't be as dense, if anything.
Very good start by Charles Madcut there. For like a 47k point score difference, actually.
It will be Max's pick, and I presume. Ooh, they're actually going for Shinjuku.
Oh, all right, okay. Interesting choice for a hybrid, or I guess in the sense that the other hybrid would be too long.
Yeah, Coma is the longest chart in this pool. Just a few seconds shorter than the tiebreaker. Though it's kind of weird to see this chart being picked this early in a match. Like, this is something that you'd see like somewhere later.
Yeah, it's more so in a late game scenario. I mean if it works, then it works for this pick anyways.
This chart does get a bit dense in at least the rice section, so Maxis needs to be a bit careful there. CharlisMadCut finding some accuracy drops early on, but this chart is one of the longer ones in the pool, so enough room to recover at least.
Yeah, it takes quite a while to get going. It's like around a minute or so. The chart really starts at the very first minute.
Yeah, once the patterning starts to shift. CharlisMadCut slowly gaining on Max's here, who has been just hovering around the mid 99.5.
These are the same. Actually, wow, Charlie Smack dropped like 200s on that long though. I think might have released long overhaul it.
Here we go. The first pattern change here. Max is actually pretty consistent with their mid 99.5 here. CharlisMadCut slowly gaining act, but not yet enough. Ooh,
Oh,
never
wow.
mind though.
That's a drop already on the LN.
And it's a pretty messy drop as well, dropping them to 99 mid 99.1. It was a, and that kind of drop is something you can't really afford in a chart like this. While it's pretty easy to regain the combo, the act this chart isn't exactly the easiest to act.
Let's see. I mean, Charlie did drop few because of the overhauling.
And there you go. Actually, both players already with similar accuracies. It's just the combo advantage of CharlisMadCut making the difference between these two players now.
Literally the exact same accuracy now. Kind of worrying me for one bit because Charlie's like a still overhauled the LNs.
But after that, after those 4 LNs, I don't think there's not really much long notes remaining here.
It's just a battle of attrition after this.
Yeah. Now we're about to enter like a more horde streamy section here. Maxus needs to gain as much as they could here, and not slack at all. Especially that CharlisMadCut has the overall accuracy lead again.
Alright, course pick time. Maxus gradually dropping a few. CharlisMadCut is gaining in the court stream.
Both players maintaining their combos here at the end, and I think that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like 12k point difference.
CharlisMadCut with another comfortable point here. Though Max has had a sign of just being right there. Just an unfortunate LN drop there at the first major LN section.
Come to think of it, actually, the 200th dart drop by CharlisMadCut were mostly like 80%, 90% of them already the LNs. The already. 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 The rights are fine. It's fine for him.
Also, just a note, it wasn't a miss. It was just a 50. Just an Ellen drop. That was a that was a major act drop for that is one major act drop for just a 50.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that was like the drop was like on really on the middle, so that just kind of hurts the score even more.
Yeah. Oh, this is CharlisMadCut's pick right now, and
Fighter keepers now.
Fire
All right,
Keepers.
continuing the rise picks.
It's a it's a good pick coming from CharlisMadCut. Let's go for the more ricey picks, AD, because we've seen Maxus have some issues, at least on the accuracy side, and CharlisMadCut is attacking using that advantage, which is a good strategy.
Yeah, it is a good strategy. Like, I mean, overall, I feel like trying to target how early the hits for maxes are. It seems to be most of the time early, but sometimes it could be inconsistent because of how much denser the patterns are. It's already 200 for maxes because of the transition.
But slowly regaining that accuracy, though CharlisMadCut has quite the advantage early on.
Just about yeah, just looking about the accuracy, I think just it's all purely 300s from CharlisMadCut, even if anything. Oh, we're seeing a bit of a solo here.
Yeah, hopefully nothing too major.
Kind of surprised where we at right now because CharlisMadCut is okay. There you go.
Actually, pretty interesting to see that Maxus is in the lead right now.
No, I think the score is kind of bugged right now. I feel because the
there you go.
99.67. Yeah, there you go.
It's a pretty sizable lead for
wow,
CharlisMadCut here.
Quite a big drop actually for MadCut. 99.7 to 99.4 instantly on that one transition.
But same goes for Maxus as well, just dropping them at 99.1.
There's a few chances for Maxus here. It just depends on how many more ag drops like Charles can take forward here.
Yeah, Maxus is actually hitting just a bit earlier than they should be. And I think that might be just the overall reason, really. Maxus is already dropping below 99%. And CharlisMadCut just carried at mid 99.5 very consistently here.
Yeah, not a bad attempt for Maxus to be able to keep up with CharlisMadCut, but I mean the drops were a bit too much for Maxus to keep it holding on here. It's all of the 200s and the 100s that I think most of the time were early, and the 100 might be a little bit too much.
Now we're going for Max is going for Ghost in the Flower, one of the more popular LN picks in this pool, and I do think it's kind of right that this is a more popular of the two, at least from what I've been seeing.
Yeah, I mean popular I think in the wrong way. I feel it's just how popular it is, right?
I don't think it's the song though. Like the patterns in itself are just like something that a lot of the players will be finding a bit more easier to combo. At least accuracy is going to be a different story.
I mean, we all seen these two players actually how they hang on to the LNs. This might actually be something that CharlisMadCut has some issues because of the overholding. We'll see though.
Probably, yeah. Though CharlisMadCut has a very slight accuracy lead here.
Actually, the Graces Max
Ooh.
is actually hitting 200s there.
But again, Maxus is well within striking distance in case we see a miss here from CharlisMadCut, but Maxus has to maintain that combo at all costs.
Oh, there's a few tunes
regardless.
left to fight. Continually dropping Maxus to 99.1. CharlisMadCut still on the same area of 99.6.
Very consistent here from CharlisMadCut. Not really being phased by the LNs this time around.
Oh wow, that's an
Unlike what we've
overhold.
seen in Shinjuku. Ooh.
That's a decent overhaul by CharlisMadCut there. 0.5, 0.6 to 0.4, a little bit. There's another one. Another one actually. It's considered dropping now actually. 0.2% difference now. Continually dropping because of the overholding. Last quarter remaining here. There's some more happening on the accuracy.
There's a good chance for Maxus to catch up, but kind of have to hope for CharlisMadCut to continue those overholds then.
It gets closer a little bit, but not much of a miss really. Oh,
ooh, that's a 200. But I think that's too late though.
That was a good attempt actually. It's more on the overall.
That was a good one. And GG, so CharlisMadCut for sweeping this match. Unfortunately for Maxus, they will be relegated to the losers bracket where they have they they will be fighting for their stay in this tournament for a bit longer. CharlisMadCut advancing to the round of 16 part of the winners bracket here. There is another match that is happening at this hour right now, and that is the Japeynius era Sirbeyy match, which is currently at 1-2 based on the match report I'm seeing right now. And they're also playing LN2.
I'm legitimately interested to see how it actually pans out for both of them, really, because 1-2 scenario is kind of rare to see. Not really much of a sweep.
Yeah, and it's actually Sirbeyy leading the match. So, just a recap. Like, once we're done with the switch, just waiting on streamer-san.
Alright, I think we seem to be on the case here. Sirbeyy. Oh wow, that's actually quite a bit of lead drop. I believe Japeynius picked this, if I'm correct, because of how the lead is. It seems to be like it because Japeynius has like almost a whole percent of act lead.
Okay, so while actually wait, let's wait for the finish of this chart before we do the recap. Japeynius carrying a 99.67 units. Sirbeyy just actually faster scroll speeds than they noticed.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, Sirbeyy has. I mean, that's like around what 29, 30-ish, 7. That's kind of wild for reading this fast.
Yeah, Sirbeyy finding I think their first drop on the stream.
Both of them.
Actually, Japeynius and Sirbeyy trading, but I don't think that matters.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Japeynius is a clean one. I think it might have been a 50, not an actual miss. Yeah, but I mean, unfortunately, I think this would be still. It's very clear that this is Japeynius' point here because of how far ahead the accuracy is. I think it might have been a 50 for Japeynius. Yeah, there you go. That's a 50.
There you go. Unfortunate, but enough. But enough to put them back level in this match. Anyways, now that we're at the break now, let's do a recap. Era Sirbeyy lost their role, so they got the first ban, and Rice won. Kimono Princess got banned, and then Japeynius banning Coma Hybrid 2. Japeynius won the first pick, which was Bokura no Bokura no Tabi wa Dokomade mo Rice 4. Then Sirbeyy 1 LN1.
Hmm.
Then yeah, and then Rice 2 went to Era Sirbeyy. So actually doubled. So basically 2 consecutive points for Sirbeyy, and then LN2 is another breakpoint. These are 2 consecutive breakpoints. Which is this one, and then Japeynius is picking Rice 3 right now. Find their keepers.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird thing to say because if Serbia picked Ghost in the Flower and he and they won't be my guess as the LN1 here, it's kind of weird to see how it actually shifted so much in terms of score difference.
Yeah, it's actually even for the most part. Like, they just got breakpoints off each other. So that's why we're at level.
Are all those like the breakpoints are it's just back-to-back breakpoints and not so much on winning their own picks in the first 2 points? I mean, actually, minor keepers would be sort of a catalyst. Not sure, but I mean, Survey did won a few on the Rise side. Like I think he won a Terrasphere,
Yeah.
so it would see that this would be on equal grounds again.
Well, let's see first because the remaining picks are hybrid. Hey, hybrid 1 and 3. All of the Rice and Ellens are actually exhausted. So, I think it's going to be super close. But anyways, Japeynius and Sirbeyy carrying pretty similar accuracies with Japeynius just having a... Actually, no, similar accuracies between these two players now.
It's literally similar. It's now... Serbia's in the lead by a slide.
But definitely... They're practically tied until like
yeah.
unless somebody like gets a drop there all of a sudden. Like look at that lead.
Yeah, the hit concentration on both players are literally the same thing. Oh my god, this is just way too
Oh man, this is close. Sirbeyy with a very, very slight lead here.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Oh,
that's 200.
That's a big drop. That's a big drop.
That's a 200 for Sirbeyy here. I mean, it's gaining back, some of it back. Japeynius is still on the 9.8 range.
Oh
Sirbeyy,
man, this is so...
Oh god. Sirbeyy is actually gaining a bit faster than Japeynius actually, I don't know.
Yeah. But there's only the final quarter of this chart. Japeynius currently with a slight lead.
That's a 200 by Sirbeyy again. That's like 2. Japeynius may drop a few, maybe a lot of 300s actually. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting actually.
Oh, very close to these two.
Oh, 800 points. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
813.
Oh, V1 double. Oh wow! Without the 200s, that would have been. I would have. That would have been the Sirbeyy.
I mean, if Sirbeyy dropped 1, I think it would have been Sirbeyy.
Yeah.
But that's on Japeynius. That's Japeynius' pick. So it really doesn't. I mean, it really does matter because it's his own pick. But that was way too close, and that's all the Rice picks. Only 2 hybrids remain.
I don't know what's the better of the 2 hybrids here now going for Sirbeyy. I guess leaning more towards the LN bias. I guess we'd see Shinjuku.
I think it would be Shinjuku.
Shinjuku. But then there's also an LN section on Penguin, so they just need to pick their poison.
Yeah, well, the thing is that Sirbeyy won, be my guess, and lost Ghost in the Flower. But Japeynius picked like something. I think Ghost in the Flower would have been a kind of a denser-ish LNs, and Shinjuku does have the same formula as Ghost in the Flower. I think, kind of the same, but not really.
This is hard. This is hard to call. If I was in this position, I'm actually not sure.
Not Rice won. No, the Penguin. Okay, hybrid Penguin it is.
That's hybrid one. Alright.
Oh god.
Oh
ending
boy.
potentially ending with a penguin. As a free, as a, I guess the regular picks.
Hmm.
I don't know
Ooh,
if you.
Japeynius mentioning a mind block.
I don't, I
Oh
don't know.
no.
I don't know if
Is
you
this
want to
TV
spoil
hype?
that. I don't
Is this
think. I don't
TV
know.
hype? Is this
I don't
TV
know.
hype?
I don't know if you want to spoil that to Sirbeyy
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. And I
Okay.
think Sirbeyy is not buying it.
Oh well. This
Oh
is.
boy.
Is this a 300 IQ bluff? That's just what I'm actually
Yeah.
expecting.
Yeah. Sirbeyy needs to perform here regardless.
Here we are with 3 penguins watching you very closely. Seems there's a 200 on the intro with Japeynius, but
Ooh,
I
Japeynius.
don't think that matters. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that matters. Especially that there is a lot of sections in this start where you could easily drop accuracy either way. And Japeynius is slowly gaining that act.
Oh, that's 200 by Sirbeyy twice actually. Oh, 3.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
All right, here we go.
Oh man, this is super similar. Oh, that's a 200 from.
That's a 100 actually.
Oh.
Oh
Ooh,
no,
that's a missing
Sirbeyy.
Sirbeyy.
Japeynius needs to perform out of his mind, really.
Sirbeyy with a very massive drop there already at 99, mid 98%. That is not a good sign for them. Japeynius still maintaining their full combo at 99.3,
And
comfortably in the lead.
literally, the material is almost over. I think there's not much of it left.
Ooh, Sirbeyy finding yet another drop.
That's another drop, and I think that might have been like sealed in. I feel like there's no more of the hard patterns left.
Yeah, and we've been denied the tiebreaker here, folks. Unfortunate, but Japeynius doing just enough.
Yeah, I think that's it. This is really a nail in the coffin for Sirbeyy to be heading back to get to a tiebreaker, but it's not meant to be.
Not meant to be. But at least the Japeynius here winning their 4th point and ending this match just short of a tiebreaker. And
That was
unfortunately for Sirbeyy, they will be relegated to the losers bracket.
yeah,
And we'll be
very well fought for
Mhm.
Sirbeyy here. Actually, trying to
Yeah.
tilt a little bit on the last 2 picks. I mean, finder keepers in this case. It would have been literally the tiebreaker if it actually happens.
Yeah. So it will be Japeynius facing Nanonban Dusty on
Oh,
on the round 16. And Sirbeyy will be facing Musty on the losers bracket next week, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah. This would be very interesting to see Japeynius facing Nanobad Dusty, as they are literally like on the other opposites of the spectrum in terms of skill set. Nanobad Dusty being very good ag player, so he might try very hard on getting a lot of good ags in that case in the round of 16.
Yeah. Well, I think that's it for this block. We will be back in 26 minutes at 14 UTC for yet another double header. We have Kazon and Luller 361, which will be streamed. And the other match, it will be Unicorn versus Shabest. And before we close it out, do you have anything else to say, Nico?
I mean, nothing. There's probably nothing else other than maybe like the other 2 matches that will be starting in like 25 minutes before we take a break. I guess I wish you the best of luck. Maybe we probably can get a tiebreak out of that 2 matches.
Hopefully. Anyways, thank you guys again so much for watching, and hope to see you guys later.
We'll be taking a break from them.